Welcome to Woohoo Wednesday, and you know what? I did have a woohoo happening. It's not so woohoo that we're happy about it, but you know, I kind of want to always make things that aren't so hot a little bit better. And you know, it's COVID-19. It still is, and who would have known that we would have been talking about this? How many months later? You know, 5 months, almost 6 months. But, you know, you've got to do what you can, not what you can't. And I'm going to stick to that, and even when it gets a little depressing. But I'm going to tell you, it's sunny out here on the lake. You want to see the lake? You can hear the birdies. Oh, I never know how to turn this thing around. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? It's a sunny, beautiful day. And so, I'm going to show you what we got here. Look at this. You want to guess what this is? No dead bodies. Well, look. So there's a lot of people doing things like COVID gardens. Well, we've got that. Fred put in some lettuce and some herbs, and we're going to put in some zucchini, tomatoes. So we've got our COVID garden going, and it's not so hot. Since we're on the ocean and the lake, and we have these beautiful breezes, we get a lot of salt water, and the breezes sometimes aren't too kind, so, you know, we'll see what we get. The lettuce looks good. I want to put in some snow peas. But anyway, other people are doing things like the Covid Cleanout. And we hadn't planned on doing that. We should have been doing it, but we hadn't planned on it. But we found out that our little storage unit had a huge leak over the winter, and the whole ceiling is moldy and things were getting affected. So Nettie has been going through things that have actually, instead of making her frustrated and mad, has been bringing some comfort. That's right. So some of the things that I had in there, you know, we had to throw some things away, and we could have submitted a bill to the storage unit for it, but you know, I think that the COVID-19 has put us in a place of a different perspective, don't you think? Like, what are things? Things don't sustain life unless you're talking about food or clothing, you know, utility bills, heat, warmth, water. But memories do sustain our hearts sometimes and give us perspective and help us remember where we came from. So as I go through my goodies here, I found little letters from my children that, you know, maybe when I pass, they're going to throw away, but going through those once in a while brings smiles that just can't be put on my face by anything else but my kids. And you know, you kind of go back to the days when you were first cuddling them, and you know, when the kids welcomed their siblings into life, and when in our family we blended two families, and they are still the best of friends. I've got some things from my parents' house and things from my grandparents, and I am giving some of them a last goodbye. And it's not even sad. It's not sad at all, because if COVID hasn't done anything for me, it has done some things. I've been able to find the light at the end of the COVID tunnel. What I mean by that is, when we're in a place like this where we're just kind of stopped, it's a time to pause and listen. And what I'm hearing is that for many years, our country, our fellow human beings have not put the emphasis of love in the right places. No, we haven't. And so we have been pretty consumer oriented, and all of us fall to that, On one hand, we have been spending money on Amazon because we could, and it got there fast, and we love it. And on the other hand, what would we do without being able to have some things delivered to us right now when we can't go shopping? At least those of us who are a little immunocompromised. So, in going through these things and with a new perspective that none of this is going to keep us alive, none of it, and that I have a belief that when I get to heaven, all of these memories will come right back to me, and I'm going to share them with those who passed ahead of me, and wait for my family to join me. But we don't need any of this stuff. Everything will be revealed when we pass, and we don't need any of this stuff. For now, I'm going to keep only the tenderest of letters from my children. Pass on things from their childhood to them in little treasure boxes. And make sure I say thank you for everything that I'm going through right now. Even the musty old music and stuff like that. It's going on to music heaven. And, I'm okay with that. Okay, I got to get back to work. This is short, sweet, and as always, be the light. Be a first responder and love. And you know what? Have a little Covid Cleanout party and go over some of your own memories and let go of things. Just let go of things that are kind of binding you to things like paying for a storage unit, right? Okay. Always remember, Nettie loves you. Bye-bye. Oh, you know the ticket. Remember to subscribe and give me a thumbs